Hey, I'm on a roll today. I'm on a second video, and I just want to keep this consistent. So every video that I make, I may not post, and I might post. It doesn't, there's no certain guidelines to my channel. I'm gonna do whatever I want, like I usually do. But I did want to touch on a very, 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 very serious issue, and this issue is something that I am a product of. I deal with it. I am a single mother living with autoimmune diseases. And there are a lot of us single mothers taking care of children in our home and ourselves. And anyone who's a parent out there, I don't want to just say all mothers are the only parents, but anyone who's a parent raising a child knows that it's a lot of work. A lot of work. And people who are raising their child alone knows it's an extreme abundance of work. So just imagine having to get up in the morning, make breakfast for your child, take them a bath, get them dressed, take them to school. While they're at school, you run your errands, you're cleaning up, pick them up from school, you make their lunch, you put them down for a nap. While they're down for a nap, you can try to take a nap if you're not, it's not hard for you to go to sleep. Or you can do some more chores around the house. When they wake up for their nap, then they're hungry and they need to be entertained. And then they need help with their homework. And then sometimes when they don't have a lot of homework, you want to take them out somewhere, Chuck E. Cheese, the park, so on and so forth. And then they get sick. So you got to take them to the doctor. You sit in the office for a few hours if you don't have an appointment. Even if you do have an appointment, you're waiting. If not, let me know who's your doctor so I can holler at them, because yeah, we wait a long time. And yeah, so that's just a daily routine. That goes without saying. So imagine that, okay? And then you're dealing with your own issues. So when I first found out I was pregnant, a lot of people told me, get all your fun out the way, and not as far as like clubbing, whatever, but all the personal things you want to do for yourself while you're pregnant, get it out the way, because you're not going to have time for that. And they were very, very, very true. They were telling the truth about that. Yeah. So my personal experience, in the beginning when I got sick, my daughter was just barely about to turn 2 years old. The first time I was admitted to the hospital, it was for 2 weeks. I had no time to plan. It was kind of like I blacked out. I ended up in the ER. They told me I was not going home until they found out what was going on with me. My first instinct as a mother, as a parent, was, oh no, but I gotta go home and make sure my daughter's good. I gotta make sure I have somebody to take care of her. I gotta make sure her bags are packed. I gotta have a long talk with her. Whether she understands or not, I need to communicate with her about what's going on. And the doctors were like, no, you're not leaving, because if you walk out of here and you get in a car accident, you accidentally scratch yourself, it's a wrap, and we're liable for that. So you're not going anywhere. That's where my first devastation came. Continuing out of that hospital stay, which was a 2-week hospital stay, like I said, days went by. I seen numerous doctors, and they couldn't find out what was going on with me. Just imagine that, not knowing, being scared for the unknown, and then knowing that you have a child at home who doesn't know what's going on, So I'm one of those people who don't really like to ask for help, especially when it comes to my daughter, But at this point, I had no choice but to ask for help, because I physically could not watch my daughter. That tore me apart, because I wanted to be that number one person that whatever she needed, I was going to be there and give it to her. And laying in a hospital bed with IVs in my arm, and it was just not feasible at that moment. So, kind of emotional, but I remained in the hospital for those 2 weeks till they finally found out what was going on. Upon leaving, they told me that it wasn't over. So yeah, we'll let you go home, but you'll probably be back here in a couple of weeks. And they were right. So for a whole year, I was in the hospital every single month for a week at a time. As time progressed, things got a little better. She got older. I was able to let her know what was going on. She was getting used to me being gone. Her dad or my family members would bring her to the hospital, and I was able to see her. But it was still hard. She was still little, and I had to get through it. But the reason why I say this, or I make this video, is because it is very hard to be a single parent, or a parent doing 98% of the work while being sick, because you're supposed to be taking care of yourself, but you're supposed to be taking care of your child that can't take care of themselves. So it still stresses me out, especially when I have my bad days, or when I have to take her to my doctor's appointments with me and she has to watch them sticking me with needles. And then instead of thinking about all the bad stuff, all the negatives in that situation, I found that my daughter has become strengthened by this. So when she goes with me to the doctor, she's the one saying, "Mom, it'll be okay." When it's time for her to get her shots, she takes it like a champ. And now she wants to be a doctor. So she can take care of mommy, so she says. My daughter's 4 years old right now. She'll be 5 in September. So as much as I hate for her to see me in those situations, I grew up rough. I had a lot of things going on around me that I didn't understand, that I didn't like, as far as me not living with my mom, my dad passing away when I was a child, and me having to see social workers and the whole nine. But to this day, I feel like it strengthened me. It's a lot of stuff that don't really faze me. Yes, I may be emotional and sensitive. Granted, I'll take that. But I also am strong, and a lot of stuff don't really, like I said, faze me. Like, bring it on, run it. You know what I mean? So, I definitely want to say it's a lot of work. It takes dedication. It's got to be something you want to do for your child. And sometimes I get rebellious and I say, you know what? F all these doctors. I'm not going to no doctors. I'm not taking no medication. I'm gonna act like I'm good. Like I don't got no problems. Like I'm a normal person, whatever normal is. But then I do that and I pay for it. So right now, I don't even want to be like advice for anybody per se. Like, I want you to take what you take from this, because different things work for different people. Because I'm still struggling with it, and I feel like I'll struggle with this my whole life until I'm where I want to be in life, and my daughter, I can take care of my daughter the way I want to. But right now, she is a smart, beautiful, funny, polite, energetic child, and I'm responsible for that. So obviously I'm not doing something wrong. I'm doing something right. So yes, that's what I wanted to say. It is a struggle, but you can find the positives in things, and the whole beginning process was hell. I didn't get it. I was hurting. I wanted to do more for her. I wanted to give myself more. I wanted to run in the parks with her. I wanted to buy her the world. I wanted to work so I could have, a huge income. Right now I'm surviving. I have a couple extra dollars to do what I want, but for the most part, I want to give my daughter everything like anybody would want to do for their child. So with this, I say, take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of your kids? Who's going to take care of your child? It's hard. It's a work in progress, and it's still a work in progress for me. You got to kind of pep talk yourself. You got to talk to the Most High and let Him comfort you and let Him push you. Follow His lead, because nobody walking this earth, doctors, nurses, whatever, they can give you advice. They can diagnose you. They can recommend this, and that, but that man up there, the Most High, will be the one who will get you to where you need to go with the mentality that you need to have and the strength that you need to have. That's the one. But, chia, that's it for this. So, God bless. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, do what you must. I continue to keep this pushing, and I'm not going to just focus on sicknesses. This is just the beginning. This is what I'm super familiar with, and I can just talk about freely because I'm a living example. But I'm definitely, like I said, I'm gonna broaden my horizon. I want everything on this channel. So I hope you enjoy so far. Thank you for the support. Man. She out.